So your decision is final. You've decided to join the Army. You've already met with your recruiter and you'll be off to MEPS in no time. But you're still undecided about what MOS to choose. Stay tuned and I'll share with you how I chose my MOS. What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Ricky. I'm back with another video. It's been a long time, but I am back, ladies and gentlemen. If this is your first time to the channel, be sure and subscribe and like this video. Today we're going to talk about choosing your MOS for the United States Army. So first things first is you're going to go to MEPS. Okay, at this point I'm assuming you've already decided you're going. You've already talked to your recruiter and he has set a date. You've done all your paperwork and your date is set to go to MEPS to choose your MOS. Now be mindful that they are going to try and give you things to fill quotas. I'm just being honest. But this is your career. Start out choosing what you want to do. Start out taking control of your career at the beginning. Don't let somebody talk you into something that you do not want to do. And they absolutely tried to do that to me when I went to MEPS. They tried to give me like artillery. They tried to give me 92 gangster, which is cook, 92 golf really, but I called it 92 gangster. But they just tried to give me all types of MOSs that I didn't want. I told them off rip I didn't want a combat MOS. I knew I didn't want one. I know that's not the cloth that I come from, and I didn't want that. So I told them up front. Make sure you just be up front and listen. You don't have to sign anything. You don't have to do anything that you don't want to do. You do not have to do it. Before you go there, do your research. Research the MOSs. Research some of the things that you're interested in doing. Or if there's a career path that you want to go under. If you want to do the medical career path, you think maybe if you don't do a career in the military and you end up getting out after your first enlistment, second enlistment, third enlistment, or you don't retire from the military, you want a job that's going to translate out to the civilian sector. So that was my mindset going in when I was choosing jobs. The jobs I wanted 46 Romeo out of the bat. 46 Romeo is a broadcast journalist. I didn't get that. They said that I wouldn't be able to get it because I would not be able to get the clearance. And coincidentally, I also wanted to get 25 Victor, is what is actually my MOS now. But coming out of MEPS, they said that I wasn't eligible to get that MOS. So go in knowing, kind of understanding what you want to do, because that helps a lot in the job when you pick the jobs and things of that nature. And also be willing to wait until your job opens up. You know, if you just want to get out of here and go, you know, they'll take you all day long, infantry all day. They'll take 11 Bravo all night. You'll leave tomorrow. But if you want something and you really want to make your career worthwhile in the military, pick a MOS that translates well outside of the military. I went there and I ended up getting 68 whiskey, long story short. As you guys know from previous videos, which you can go back and look at as I tell that story, I failed out of the 68 whiskey MOS. 68 whiskey is a healthcare specialist. Now that sounds pretty good, but you're basically an infantryman with the medical bag. So just know that going into it, if that's what you want to do, that's what you're going to end up doing. Very few get the opportunity to actually work in hospitals and things like that. If you want to do that, you might want to go the surgical tech route or something like that. Something more radiology, something like that may land you more into the hospital type work. So I failed out of the school and I end up reclassing to, you guessed it, 25 Victor. So I ended up getting the MOS I wanted in the end. The MOS that they said I couldn't get at MEPS, but I ended up getting it with no problem. Another thing that I would also say is when you go there, be patient. You know, don't let them rush you into a decision. Be patient. This is your career. You got to go through this. You got to live through this. Do not rush and just pick anything. Make sure it's something that you want to do and that you feel good about. MOSs that I consider good, this is just my personal opinion. Anything going in cyber technology or like IT, which is a 25 Bravo, 25 Delta. So the 25 Delta is a new MOS. It's I can't think of the name off the side, but it's 25 Delta is the phonetic name for the MOS. And now all you got to do is go to goarmy.com and they have all the MOSs and they have all the explanations of what they do. But anything in tech or cyber or even anything you can get with a top secret clearance as well, top secret or secret clearance, because you can get, translating out of the military, you can get high paying jobs just for having the clearance alone. They'll teach you the job. I know a guy, when I was in Maryland at Fort Meade, I was talking to a couple, and we were at a restaurant, and he was talking about, because he got out of the military and he had a top secret clearance, he got a 6-figure job that he didn't even know how to do. And they said, don't worry about it, we'll teach you how to do the job, but we can't get that clearance. You got the clearance that you need to do it. So keep that in mind as well. So, you know, if you want these type of jobs, make sure your credit is on point. Make sure everything's good. You know, if you got criminal history, you might be out of luck with the secret clearance or the top secret clearance jobs, especially this day and age. You might have been able to get away with it a little bit back when I came in 2010, but things are totally different now, and they're being a little bit more picky. So if you know these are the type of jobs you want to do, you might want to do a probe of your credit, and if there's something that you can do to fix those things before you go in and apply for these those type of MOSs. So just make sure that you do your research. A lot of people came up to MEPS, no research. They didn't know what any job entailed, and they let these doggone people talk them into some craziness. Hey kids, you want to kick indoors? You want to do this? You want to do that? And they had them doing crazy stuff, kicking indoors, the 11 Bravo and all that. You know, kids sitting home playing Call of Duty, thinking that it's going to be a real life Call of Duty, and it's not. It's a totally different ball game, and that's got to be something that you're ready to do. If you have no other choice and you just want to get away from your hometown, I understand, but try with the best you can. Try to pick something that will translate well outside of the military. I am a combat camera guy now, and I remember how I told you in the beginning that I wanted to be a 46 Romeo, which is a broadcast journalist, and I had an opportunity to actually do that. When I was stationed at AFN in Germany, that's the type of work I did. Broadcast journalist. I did stories. I was on the news. I did all that type of work. So I was able to cross-train into the MOS. So I still was able to achieve and get a little bit of experience in that MOS, which I'm glad I am a 25 Victor instead of 46 Romeo. But I digress. So guys, I just wanted to spend a little time just talking to you guys about you know, choosing MOSs, and you know, it's one of those things. It just depends on the individual, but make sure you do your research and you know what you're getting into, and you understand these MOSs that they're trying to give you. Also, like I said, sometimes when the recruiter runs the numbers and see what's available, sometimes they tell you stuff's not available that's available. Make sure you look at that computer screen so you can see what they have on there, because sometimes they be lying. I'm just being honest. So make sure you say, hey, can I see the screen? You want to see the screen so you can see for yourself what's on there, what's available, and what's not available. Don't let them tell you that foolishness. Okay? So that's it, guys. You know, until the next video, I'm going to be trying to post more content than I have been. But I am active duty, and sometimes I just don't have the time, but that's not an excuse. I got to make the time. So guys, again, please subscribe and please like this video. Give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you want to. And please, in the comments, if you have any questions about the process of choosing an MOS and MEPS and all that kind of stuff, if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and I definitely 100% will answer. Everybody that leaves a comment on any of my videos, I always answer the comments. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Definitely, if you're coming in as a 25 Victor or a 68 Whiskey, I have a little bit of insight on those because I had a little bit of experience. So just let me know down in the comments what, you know, any questions you may have. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.